Members of the media, good afternoon. Today I first wish to touch on certain milestones, after which I will discuss in some greater depth certain accomplishments or initiatives that are of a broader import to our Federation. First, let me look to the milestones. At the start of this term, my government reaffirmed its commitment to the promotion of a highly informed and involved populace and electorate. In keeping with this, Cabinet has now approved the establishment of a Constituency Empowerment Secretariat. This Secretariat falls, as you know, under the jurisdiction that is the ministerial portfolio of the Honorable Timothy Harris, and its purpose is to expand and energize two-way information flows at the community level. This is expected to spur nationals to play an even more active role in shaping the feel and direction of their respective communities, and is very much in keeping with my government's commitment to participatory or consultative democracy. This Secretariat will be led by a director and will be fueled via the allocation of human and other resources that are already accessible to the government. The development of the Southeast Peninsula, it is key to the St. Kitts Nevis tourism product, and Christopher Harbour is key to the development of the Southeast Peninsula. I am therefore very pleased to report on the beginning of construction of Christopher Harbour's Beach Club at Sandybank Bay. At a cost of some US $7 million, the anticipated opening date for this 9,400 square foot facility will be maybe about first quarter of 2011. As a part of the post-sugar restructuring of our economy, St. Kitts and Nevis in 2008 entered the ship registry arena as yet another means of generating revenue streams for our Federation. In recent days, the St. Kitts Nevis Ship Registry indicated that some 1,000 ships are now registered to fly the flag of St. Kitts and Nevis, and the revenue generated thus far by this area of economic activity has been very much needed. There is another point regarding marine-related matters. Our ports, they are key to almost every aspect of our economy, and the St. Christopher Air and Seaports Authority, SCASPA, is therefore pivotal to the performance and the efficiency of our ports. SCASPA recently developed a detailed blueprint via which it shall pursue greater levels of efficiency and competitiveness, and this has already been presented and approved by our Cabinet. Another milestone speaks to the efficient implementation of policy commitments, which is key to sound governance all over the world. In these very trying times, particularly so, CARICOM heads, as you know, recently met in Grenada. There, we discussed in great depth, in fact yesterday, the crucial importance of timely and efficient implementation structures being in place as we strive to protect our interest as a region. And so the establishment of a committee of ambassadors, with each ambassador being based in his or her respective country, and each being tasked with the efficient and effective implementation of regional policy commitments made by his or her head, was therefore decided upon. And this important permanent body of CARICOM ambassadors will now be a reality. Each person who will have membership on this particular body will be the head of what we call the Integration Implementation Unit in the Office of the Prime Minister in each member territory, or the Office of the President. Permit me now, members of the press, to address three specific issues. One is the value-added tax. Two, our commitment as a government to close the digital divide in our country, where our high school students are concerned. And three, the proposed interception of communication bill. Let me look at the interception measure first. I emphasize today that criminals are using cell phones, parcels, and courier services and other forms of modern technology to take what is not theirs. They are using these to maim and kill whomever they wish, including sometimes what has been described as the wrong person, according to the police. They wreak havoc in homes and neighborhoods across the Federation. They use this technology to lure young girls away from their classrooms, to create bedlam in our hospitals, putting our nurses and our doctors under undue stress and pressure. I emphasize that this government will also do everything to protect the privacy rights of every man, woman, and child in this our federation. However, violence and brutality must be stamped out. We will therefore fight fire with fire, and technology with technology wherever crime is concerned. But we will do so within the confines of the laws of the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis. And we will do so subject to the keen review and guidance of our courts. This government cannot and will not sit idly by while the criminals, who are few, run roughshod over the law-abiding many of our country. It is the duty of my government to protect the innocent, and this we shall do. It is also the duty of the government to ensure that the rights of this country's citizens and residents are protected. And this, the interception of communications bill, most assuredly will do, because under the terms of this proposed legislation, it is a High Court judge, and I stress, a High Court judge only, who will decide whether or not any particular interception will be allowed. I am counting on the media to ensure that the public understands that the government will have no power whatsoever to determine whether a particular message, whether a particular phone call, a parcel, etc., is intercepted. And I am counting on the media to ensure that the public understands that even when the nation's security forces are confident that the crime has been or is about to be committed, and even when they are absolutely certain that the interception of a particular person's communication would yield very powerful evidence, they would nonetheless, in every single case, have to seek the permission of a High Court judge before any interception whatsoever can go forward. And it is that High Court judge who will always have the sole and absolute authority to allow or to disallow any such interception. The judicial branch in St. Kitts and Nevis is independent of the executive or legislative branches of our government. And in the proposed interception of communications bill, this jurisdictional distance and this independence will be completely maintained.